Good afternoon, YouTube. Making another video from the trail here. This is the Stevens Canyon Road, or start of the Stevens Canyon Trail, and this is just before the big landslide. And I've always been puzzled by what this ditch, there's what looks like a ditch or a canyon running down beside the road, and it goes all the way down there to the creek. And there's a big block of land over here that makes up the other side of that bank. It's not just a ditch. And I was always wondering what that was. It's dry normally, but with the recent rains, the creek is actually flowing down that old channel. So I think when they built this road, they put in a culvert here under the road, and with all the runoff we've had, the creek has filled in this whole area where the culvert is normally down there a good 4 or 5 feet, and it's now flowing down here. You can see where it was flowing pretty good probably a couple weeks ago, and it's resumed its old course. So that's where this creek used to flow, is that way. And over here is the culvert they put in the ditch in the early days, in the 1800s. I don't know if they would have had a culvert there, but at some point they put in a culvert and diverted this little creek to flow down this way directly into Stevens Creek, which is just down there. But the natural stream used to go down that way. So this is the creek. I was up here last week trying to see if I could get down and find some of those waterfalls. But today I thought I'd come up, and there's signs of a trail that goes up here, right in through here. There's a trail, and on the hillshade map, I see the signs of that trail continuing along. It doesn't go up the ridge. It goes up just the side of this canyon here. Looks like it goes all the way up to Charcoal Road. So I've got maybe 20-30 minutes today, so I thought I'd just see how far up here I could get. I tried to make a hillshade map of this area this morning, but I must have done something wrong. It's off by a huge amount, so I won't be able to use it directly, but I might be able to at least see if I'm going in the right direction. But anyway, I'm going to try going up here, see how far it goes. I hiked up here a little bit. I went up maybe 50, 75 feet last summer, but I wanted to wait until all the brush died down, all the poison oak and whatnot, so I could have a little better chance of getting up there. Okay, yeah, I've been bushwhacking up this hill. I found the trail, at least a game trail, coming up a ways, and I kind of lost it, but I kept zigzagging up and down the side of the canyon here and came along something that looks vaguely trail-like. And there looks like an old oak tree here that blew over, but it's still living. You can see it's been a long time that it's been blown over. It's all growing up. All the branches grew up straight. The trail came right up there, right behind here, and then it looks like it continues here. Really faint, but on the hillshade map, it's really faint too. You can just barely make it out. I'm going to keep going up here, see how far I can follow this. It's somewhat faint for a ways on the map, and then it gets really faint farther up. Okay, down there was a couple of big fallen trees, and I pretty much lost the trail and just had to go uphill, and then I started side hilling across here, and I think I've found the trail again. It's been 100, 200 feet of fairly decent trail right here, and it looks like it keeps going. It hasn't been maintained in a long time, but there's a lot of game tracks up here. I see deer tracks and signs of deer all over up here. They must use it. The problem is they don't use just this trail. There's tracks going there and down, up and down, and they're all over. But this looks pretty promising. So yeah, I'm going to try taking this track from Gaia GPS and then see if I can overlay that onto the hillshade map and see if I'm on the what looks like the trail on that hillshade map. And then I've got to try to figure out how to recalibrate my hillshade map so I can have it live up here, because this is the exact situation where that would be handy if I could say, I am standing on that mark on that map. Then I would have a lot more confidence. You know, it looks like this is it, but again, I'm just going by what looks like a trail, and where would I go if I were headed up this way. So I'm guessing this trail might predate all these roads up here, because why would you build a trail to go from the road down here up to the road up there if you could just come up the road? Because you could come up Charcoal Road, unless that was probably built somewhat later, maybe extended down. So maybe the road ended up here, so they built a trail so you could get up there, go up on horseback or whatever. I mean, there's a road over here. I mean, if you could drive up this road, why would you build a trail over here? But this trail probably predates the road. And in fact, that little side trail I followed probably predates that road too, because it's the same thing. Why would you build a trail off of a road? Because the road would be much easier to get up. Yeah, it's just trying to figure out how these things all relate in time. But yeah, this is kind of neat up here. It goes through a sort of a clearing in the brush. It was a little hard getting here because you have to go through all the brush down below, but once you get up here, it's kind of open. So yeah, I think I'll turn around here. I might just poke up there a little bit, but I think this is the end of today's hike. Yeah, you can hear the creek down there. So last week I was probably just right over there, down fairly close to the creek. I was looking up into these trees and I couldn't see anything up here, but I mean, I'm here and you can just barely see this trail. There's no way you would see it from over there. I'll have to look on the map and just see this trace versus the trace when I went up that side trail last year. I think this is promising. This is worth another visit once I can get my hillshade map dialed in. So that was a fail on the map, but I think a success on the trail finding here. Yeah, it's definitely a trail up here. So that hillshade map can pick this up. That is really amazing. I mean, you can hardly see this from the ground, yet the hillshade map shows it quite clearly. So yeah, this is the kind of stuff you can see from that LiDAR data. Okay, we did make it back down there. I found a little less steep way. I kind of zigzagged down this last part here where it was really steep. Got my bike stashed over there and it's just starting to drizzle. You can see the sky up there. The clouds are dropping and there's some light rain in the air. So I think I'm gonna pack up and head down the hill. Hopefully it stops raining when I get out of the canyon. Yeah, so pull out my light, get that ready, and that way I can turn it on at sundown. And yeah, we've got about 20 minutes or so until sunset. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little short hike. Yeah, I'll see if I can do an overlay picture. I'll put that in at the end of the video. And as always, thanks for watching.